Hello, and welcome to another episode of Pre-Workout Chat. Today is Saturday, June 8th, 2024. Uh, and I'm not having a pre-workout drink today. I'm just, having some breakfast, just some hard-boiled eggs with some salt and pepper, and of course some water. Pretty clean. All right. So for today, I wanted to get into, just a summary of everything that kind of went down this week. So last Friday, I started having like symptoms of like a cold or something, and yeah, it started getting progressively worse. I end up having to work remotely on Monday instead of going into work. And yeah, I just didn't have. I'm just trying to save up my time, so I didn't want to take any time off. So I've been working all this time, and I've been like pretty sick, and yeah, so it's just been bad. The symptoms were pretty much just a lot of coughing, fever, um, and yeah, just I had like a lot of phlegm and stuff building up in my throat and stuff. So it's like a lot of spitting and stuff. My sleep hasn't been too good because of the coughing and stuff, and yeah, it's been pretty draining on me. Um, I've just basically just to even get through work, I just been Dayquil, just popping cough drops like it's candy, and like NyQuil. That's pretty much has been my go-to. That's pretty much how I got through the week. So, I have not been able to exercise, and it's been like over a week now. So I'm not too happy about having a complete week off from exercising. I don't mind doing like a deload where I'm exercising with slightly lighter weights. I don't mind doing that for like a week. At least, the action of lifting the weights and stuff like that will still create a caloric burn, and it will still keep me on track for my weight loss. But to do absolutely nothing, while I get it could be good for the system to get a chance for the system to truly heal. I guess that Mike Epps style of training, where you just exercise to failure one day, and then you're pretty much almost off for like 6 or 7 days. So that Mike Epps way of training, I could see how that can work, but I absolutely did nothing during those 7 days, and so I've been highly, highly disappointed. Um, and again, I know I can't help getting sick, but it's like when you are getting into lifting weights and you really start getting into this lifestyle and this routine of working out, you really don't want to deviate from your action, I mean, from your plan of action. You really don't want to deviate from that. And it's depressing when you don't get to work out. So I've actually been feeling that. And you know what? Here's the thing. I'm actually looking at it I'm looking at it as a good thing. That just means that number one, the routine is really starting to take root, and working out is starting to become like a second. It's becoming a habit, almost second nature for me, and so that is a good thing. That just means that my training um, and my lifestyle is truly going, is going in the right direction. So I'm pretty happy about that. So it's not all doom and gloom, but anyway, but today I'm feeling a whole lot better. I am still a little bit tired. Like I said, the sleep has not been well, and again, with I'm pretty sure this is COVID. So I'm pretty sure I just went through like one of the strands of COVID, and so my lungs are not in the best condition because of the COVID. So I'm still recovering and trying to bounce back from that. But I feel like because today was a whole lot better, like I'm not coughing nonstop. Which, by the way, if any of my coworkers find this video, I am so sorry. I basically was the spreading event. You know, I came to work. I should have stayed home. I should have just told my boss that I probably got COVID and I don't want to spread it to everybody in the office. But I end up going to work, and even though I was popping those cough drops like they were peppermints, I still was coughing a lot. Spitting into napkins and stuff like that. So, if I disgusted anybody, I am so sorry to the people at my job. Please, 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 please forgive me. I am sorry. I know a lot of you guys have children and you don't want to be bringing something like that home and then having to deal with sick kids. I am so sorry. But yeah, so I was going. So I did a bad thing. I did a naughty. I was going to work while still being sick, and that I should not have done. But anyway, the deed has been done. So yeah, I haven't really got the rest that I needed because I was working. And like I said, sleeping has been a issue. And man, you guys just don't know. The coughing was just terrible. I mean, these are like violent coughs, man. I was afraid that at some point I was going to probably start coughing up blood or something. Luckily, I did not. But that phlegm was starting to get really, really dark. But anyway, I'm feeling better. It's Saturday. I've been going through this for like a whole week now. I am a whole lot better compared to earlier this week. So I feel like I could go ahead and start working out Sunday, and so that's what I'm going to do. So I'm just getting ahead on the video recordings, and so I'm just gonna do some recording today, and then I'm gonna basically just tomorrow I won't do like a pre-workout chat. I'm just gonna go straight into working out and just record those and upload it. Now, as you all know, I am a pretty greedy person. I am greedy. So I can't let this week go by without figuring out some way to make up for it. So let's go ahead and break out the Excel sheet. You guys know this was coming. We're back in the Excel sheet. And guess what we're about to do? Yeah, we about to make a schedule, baby. We is about to make a schedule. You know how we did that gauntlet? Yeah. Yeah, you know how we did that gauntlet. Yeah, we're going to do kitty cat. Sorry, my cats are a little bit rowdy this morning. We're going to go ahead and do... Oh, the kitten wants to join too. By the way, if you guys are wondering, the kitten is doing very well. I can now leave him with the other cats and they won't mess with him. Oddly enough, male cats will get used to younger, especially kittens. Male cats will be very cordial to kittens after a while, faster than the female cats, which is kind of weird. But yeah, male cats will, because they don't see them as a threat. So as long as they don't interpret the little kitten as a threat, the male cat will pretty much like treat him like a little brother or something. You know what I'm saying? It's weird. So yeah, I can leave my kitten now with my older cats, and they get along well. I think my cats like him now because basically with him around, it's like they get access to more wet cat food, and so yeah, with the little baby. So it's like it's like they want to play with him more, and he wants to be rowdy with them. But they'll still sometimes, if he gets too annoying, they'll hiss at him, growl at him, and they may even like bop him lightly on the head. I noticed that they'll only like tap him like lightly and stuff like that, so they know he's a kitten and stuff like that, which is so cool to see. Anyway, he's doing fine for those of you who are wondering. Let's get back to how we're going to make up for not working out for a whole week. Yeah, you doggone straight. I plan on getting some gains in. I'm getting some gains in starting like next week. All next week is going to be hardcore. So yeah, we're getting into it. So what we're going to do. And I know some of you may be going like, well, in previous videos I talked about having some time issues. We're going to be making time next week. I have caught up with a lot of my work. We have gone past closing. So I have a little bit more time on my hand, and I don't have to do like I did last week and take my laptop home and do some work from home. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and do like a split. Essentially, we're going to be doing like a full body routine. And we're not going to be we're going to keep our current routine. We're not going to change that. I know some of you probably get frustrated with me constantly like making changes and stuff to my routines and stuff like that. But like I told y'all before, what I do is what I do to adapt for me and my lifestyle. I am not trapped in a box. So my only core tenements, as long as I stick to the diet and I get some exercise in each week, that's perfectly fine. Whether I'm doing something like, I don't know, basketball, or whether I go swimming, or whether I, maybe do boxing or something like that. The activities doesn't matter as long as I get them in, We could start getting into the specifics and making sure the activities stay consistent when we get to the point where I'm like less than like 250 pounds. But come on, guys, I'm morbidly obese. So you guys already know. As long, again, the diet is like the main part. As long as I'm sticking to the diet, and as long as I'm getting the workouts in, that's all that matters. Doesn't really matter if I'm doing cardio every day. Doesn't really matter if that I do like strengthening and stuff like that. Strength training for me is the icing on the cake. Strength training for me is what keeps me in the gym because it's something that I enjoy doing. So as long as I'm getting the workouts in, that's all that really matters. So it doesn't really matter that it changes from time to time. But I don't have to make changes to the routine. I'm just making changes for when I do the routines. So we're still going to keep all of this. We're still going to keep all of that. It's just that we are going to change the frequency because I have to make up for last week. There is no getting around that. I have to make up for like last week. Let me do the full body. Okay. Okay. So this is going to be the schedule. We're going to go through a hell week. Yes, sir. We are going to go through a hell week. Got my OCD kind of kicking in. Bam. We are going to go through a hell week, and we are going to get this work in. My little kitten want to wrestle my hand. So, how we are going to do this. Oopsie. Okay. This is how we're going to do the schedule. Sunday, we're going to do upper body in the morning. That's not for you, little kitten. He tried to go after my eggs. I don't know if that needed a pause or not. But anyway, Sunday we're going to do upper body in the morning. We're going to do lower body in the afternoon when I come home from work. Monday we're going to do cardio in the morning, and we're going to do cardio in the afternoon when I come home from work. Tuesday we're going to do full body in the morning, and we're going to do cardio when I come home from work. Wednesday we're going to do cardio in the morning, and we're going to do cardio when I come back from work. Thursday, we're going to do upper body in the morning. We're going to do lower body when I come home from work. And then Friday, we're going to do cardio in the morning, cardio when I come back from work. And we're going to do a full body routine Saturday morning. And we're going to end it with cardio in the PM. So, as you can see from this sequence, we're going to hit the upper body 2 times. We're going to hit the lower body 2 times. We're going to hit full body 2 times. And we're going to do cardio. Let's see, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times. So we're going to hit cardio about 8 times next week. Obviously, we're going to have to keep this going. What I'm going to try to do is I'm going to see if I could get through this week. And if we're going to get through next week with this sequence. I hope my recovery is going to be on point. That's why I got this kind of full body routine, hitting those upper areas in different ways. But essentially, what will happen is I'm not going to stress about increasing the weight. I just want to get through these workouts. So I'll definitely see where my strength is on Sunday. I'll probably be increasing the weight on Sunday, and I'll probably just stick to that weight for the remainder of the week. But yeah, essentially I'm just giving, about a good, you know what? This should be over here. Because I'm just looking at the time it will take for recovery. Because if I do that lower body in the evening, 24 hours, and then like another, so I could almost give myself almost like 40, it'll be like a little less, but it'll be like about 43 hours to recover. Yeah. So I'll give my that'll give my lower body about 48 hours to recover, and it'll give my upper body, actually no, that should be changed, because the lower body takes a little bit longer to recover than the upper body. So these two need to switch. Yeah. There we go. So by doing the upper body in the PM, I'm giving myself about 43 hours to recover my upper body. And I'm giving my lower body, by doing that in the morning, I'm giving my lower body about 56 hours to recover. Yeah. So by doing the full body in the PM, that should give my lower body about 56 hours to recover, and it gives my upper body about 43 hours to recover. Something like that. So I'm going to have to be really mindful of the time. I got to clean your face, kitty cat. I got to clean your face. You get a little stuff on your face. There you go. I'm gonna have to be very, very strict on my time. Essentially how this is going to work is I'll wake up at like 5 o'clock in the morning. I'll wake up at like 5 o'clock in the morning and I'll do like the lower body workout. Then I'll get ready for work. Then I'll go to work and I'll be there for about like 9 hours. I should get home by about 5. When I get home at 5, then I'll do my upper body workout. But this is, I'm sorry. I forgot tomorrow's Sunday. So Sunday, I don't have to do work or whatever, but it'll be the same thing. Sunday, I'll wake up at 5 o'clock because this is how it's gonna be for like all week. So 5 a.m. So every day this week, regardless of whether I'm working or not, I'm gonna wake up at like 5 o'clock and I'm gonna work out. The second workout that I'll do that day will be at 5 p.m. Yeah. And that's how I'll do that. Uh, so yeah, we'll do 5 o'clock, do the lower body, 5 p.m., we'll do the upper body. And we'll do the same thing with the cardio. And by the way, like I was doing some research on the cardio. Coach Greg Doucet had released a video last week where he briefly kind of talked about cardio and stuff like that. And he always says at least do 150 minutes of cardio a week. Check. And he says do zone 2 cardio. He says do zone 2 cardio. And essentially, if you're like lifting weights and stuff like that, and you're trying to stay a little bit more lean and not get too fat during your bulk and stuff like that, he was suggesting that you should still be doing zone 2 cardio, and that won't, because apparently apparently if you do cardio and you're doing something like HIIT, or basically you're doing something that's going to take you out of zone 2. If you're doing like zone 3 or 4, whatever, with the cardio, that can hinder your muscle recovery. So what you should do is you should stay in zone 2 cardio. And by staying in zone 2 cardio, that will allow you to, still get a benefit for your cardiovascular system. You can still increase your caloric deficit, and burn off some of that excess calories, and it will actually be a boon for your muscle recovery by staying in zone 2. So just stay in zone 2. Typically speaking, when I'm looking at my watch, I typically stay in zone 2 with my the average is like zone 2 when I'm lifting weights and stuff like that. Only when I'm doing something like squats or doing something very strenuous do I kind of go out of zone 2 and I hit like zone 3. So that's when I like hit zone 3 when I'm lifting weights. But for the most part, I believe I stay in zone 2. And I kind of like it in zone 2 anyway. Like I don't feel like I'm going to die. But anyway, so yeah, as a matter of fact, keep that specific. Bam. There we go. So we'll stay in zone 2 for the cardio. And that's what that's pretty much what we're going to be doing. I guess you could almost think of next week as a gauntlet. But to tell you the truth, we might carry this on, and we might carry this on. I'm just trying to figure out how I want to. Just trying to figure out like how. Let me see. If I leave the schedule like this, then next Sunday I would have to do cardio. Uh, hmm. Let's see. What's a good way to go at this? What we'll do Saturday, instead of doing full body, we'll just keep it cardio zone 2. And that way, when next Sunday hit, because I plan on trying to do this for about 2 weeks, and that should get me like kind of caught up. And if I don't see any negative, if my body doesn't give me any negative feedback from doing this crazy setup, then I'll just continue to do that. Yeah. So we'll see how this week goes. But the goal is going to be, because we're trying to catch up, to make up. Well, not catch up, but rather make up for the week that we were out sick. Right. Um, we're going to try to do this schedule. I'm trying to do this schedule for about 2 weeks, and that should put my mind back at ease. Uh, and that's really all I'm trying to go for. I'm just trying to get back to where I was before. So we'll hit this lower body, this upper body, and we'll do this full body. And we'll just pack in an additional amount of cardio. Uh, I don't know. I'm not too happy with it now that I'm looking at it. It's because I really want that full body to be in there 2 times. So now I'm just trying to wonder: can I do full body? Can I do my entire full body routine? Can I do that all in like one go? Can I do that like 2 times? I don't know. So I was thinking about like trying to do like the full body like 2 times in one day. I think that might be too much. Now you see, if I was working 100% remote, I would have just did like a workout in the morning, the afternoon, and then at night. I would have just been doing like 3 workouts a day, and I would have did that like 2 times a week. Lower body, upper body, lower body, upper body. Hmm. If I put this full body here and do it Monday afternoon, that gives my lower body 24, about 36 hours of recovery, but it only gives my upper body about 24 hours of recovery. if I was in a better condition or had better genetics, that's something I probably would have attempted. But I know my limits. I know I don't. I know I'm not there. So this has to be here. Um, I guess what I could do is like basically make it alternate. Make something alternative. Full body, lower body, upper body, full body, lower body, upper body, full body. Ah, made a mistake right there. Damn. And so it'll just repeat. So I guess we could do it this way, right? Basically, it's the same like over here, except it creates like this alternative, like, uh, excuse me. So basically, we just took this and we continued it onto basically like a 2 week rotation. And essentially, you'll have like upper body, lower body on Sunday, cardio on Monday, full body on Tuesday in the PM. As you can see from here. So upper body, lower body, cardio, 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 full body, cardio, cardio, lower body, upper body, cardio, 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 full body, cardio, cardio, lower body, upper body, cardio, 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 full body, cardio, cardio, lower body, upper body, cardio, cardio. And so, yeah, we'll pretty much just keep this going like this. And we'll see what it looks like. The goal is just to do this for 2 weeks. If I have no negative feedback, if I have no issues with number one, the weight has to increase. If the weight is not increasing, that means that I'm in a state of overtraining, and I basically need some more time to recover. And so I won't be able to keep this up for like more than 2 weeks. If I am able, sorry, my cat is distracting me. He sees a little something behind the window. If I am able to do this for 2 weeks and the weight is increasing and I'm able to recover, then hell, we might just keep this going. We might keep this going for the rest of the program. But yeah, for now, because we're getting ahead of ourselves, for now, this is what we're going to be doing for the next 2 weeks to catch up with what we missed out last week. I wonder what does this look like if we actually had this on the forecast, right? We're pretty much already done with those weeks that we grayed out. So let's just say tomorrow, let's say, because I have to weigh myself, but let's just estimate that tomorrow the weight is at like 360, right? If we do this weird workout schedule, we're lifting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times in 1 week. So 6 times. All right, this was still set for when we were doing an estimation about some stuff. Let's see how many times we're doing cardio. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'm doing cardio like 8 times a week. And we're burning roughly 600 calories on each one. Okay. So if we're just making these changes, we can just completely black that out. There we go. Okay. All right, so let's say we're at 360 tomorrow, right? We're lifting 6 days a week, doing cardio 8 days a week. What about week number 2? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so it's really alternating then. That's gonna be 6, 5, 6, 5. Okay. And what about number of cardio for week 2? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Count that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So on the weeks that we do that, that's actually 9. And we'll just leave the diet as is. So if we kept that intense schedule, then we will be around 308 pounds. And my MyFitnessPal standards, we should be really around 331. But then remember, the MyFitnessPal is just based off of the diet alone. It does not include like adjustments for daily activity, and that's because the MyFitnessPal, their calculation, they already have a activity built inside of their calculation. So that's why sometimes the MyFitnessPal will throw you off, because you're basically doubling up on the activities. So if your Garmin watch or whatever activity tracking watch that you might have, if you have that, what's going to happen is the watch is going to send an update to your MyFitnessPal, and that's if you have them linked. So the watch will send an update to the MyFitnessPal talking about the activities that you did, and it's going to stack on top of the MyFitnessPal data. My cat is playing with a bug. Anyway, so yeah, if we did that intense style of working out, we would get down to like about 308 pounds by August 11th. It's June 8th right now, so that's not a lot of time. That's not a lot of time. That's only what 9 weeks. So yeah, if we do this nonstop for 9 weeks, we'll be down to like 308 pounds. That's a lot. That is a lot of weight loss. That's what like 52. Yeah, 52 pounds. Man, that'd be a dream right there. Stay asleep. So anyway, yeah, it would be interesting if I could do something like that. If I could do something like that. So basically, if I could keep up this nonstop for like about 9 weeks, I could definitely lose like about 52 pounds. Just keeping this up for like 9 weeks. Yep, 9 weeks. I don't know if I have it in me to do that. But again, we're getting ahead of ourselves. Kind of dreaming right now, right? The main thing is to catch up, to make up for the lack of workouts that we did due to the week that I was sick, probably sick with COVID. I'm going to go ahead and do like this little 2 weeks of nightmare routine. So much cardio. So much cardio. We're going to go ahead and do that. And we'll see if the 2 weeks go by with no problems, no issues. I don't see why I can't keep it up for 9 weeks. Just keep it going for like 9 weeks. Anyway, so yeah, that's what we're just gonna go ahead and do. Now, it would actually be a perfect time to start doing that because I get paid. I get paid next week, so I might go ahead and buy the testosterone that I was talking about in prior videos, and I'm also thinking about getting that GO2 Max. And these are all products sold by Harder Than Last Time, a company operated by Coach Greg Doucet. And yeah, I'm thinking about going ahead and getting those 2 supplements just to assist with the recovery. So I probably the supplements, by the time I order it and by the time it comes in, I'll probably be well into week number 2. So it'll be a good time to start those supplements. And then we can see as we get into week 2, like for example, week 3, we might encounter a lot of problems, especially when it comes to recovery. And then week 2, if we start using those supplements, the recovery theoretically should get better. And we could continue this crazy schedule, Hell, we might even come back over here to the actual routine itself, and we might end up like pumping this up. Like, instead of having that full body, we might go ahead and merge the full body routine into the upper and lower body routine. That way we could do like a upper lower split on Sunday, do an upper lower split on Tuesday, and do another upper lower split on Thursday. Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. It would be nice though. It would be nice to be able to work out like that. Just basically doing my full body 3 times a week. That would be so cool. It would be nice though if I could like get in some type of activity. Like for example, swimming. I do miss swimming. I don't know. I might get into going to the beach and try swimming there. I've never done that. That's something I've never done before. It's pretty much outside of I never thought about like going to the beach to work out, to just go to the beach and swim and stuff like that. I don't know. Somehow my cat brought the bug that came through the window, and he brought it all the way over to the floor. And now him and another cat is playing with it. That's interesting. Anyway, I never thought about that. But what I'm ultimately though, we're just getting back into it. It would be nice to have something else, a different activity that I could be doing during the week besides like lifting weights. Like for example, if I had something like boxing, if I was taking boxing classes and that was just something that I was basically doing, because ultimately the dream routine would be like Let's see. Ultimately, my dream routine would be one day I work out, and then the next day I do something like boxing, right? And then on the weekend, I did something like so this right here would be like a routine that I would like to do. It's one of my kind of like dream routines, where I could basically just take like some boxing lessons, or it don't have to be boxing. It could be like any type of martial arts, and just take like three of those during the week. So basically, I'll I'll basically lift weights, and I'll hit my muscles 3 times a week. So the hypertrophy should be there. I'll hit cardio 4 times a week. Cardiovascular system is there. Again, zone 2 cardio. And then I'll do some kind of like, I look at boxing like power, power, endurance, and stuff like that. That's why I kind of look at that when I look at martial arts. So agility. So so martial arts to me is like power, endurance, agility, coordination. Uh, to be able to do something like take like some boxing classes in the afternoon, that would be cool. To at least take three of them a week. That would be pretty cool. And then like on Saturdays, head to Jacksonville Beach and just go swimming. That'd be nice. I miss swimming. Um, or like for example, if I had like a gym that had a really good pool, then instead of like doing this zone 2 cardio, what I would do is in the morning I would just drive over to the gym and just go swimming. So I guess this would be like an alternative version where if I was a lot more active and stuff like that, where I was like, instead of trying to be like a neat where I'm trying to stay in the house all the time, if I was like more proactive where I was like going outside a lot of the times, this is kind of the schedule that I would kind of like dream about. Again, I'm basically just lifting weights 3 days a week. I go to like the gym or the beach, and I go swimming in the morning. And then when I come home from work, I go ahead and do boxing. And then Saturday, I just do some nice light jogging and stuff through the neighborhood. And later that evening, I do like yoga. That would be like the most amazing schedule ever. But that's definitely something to look at and think about like way in the future. For now, I'm just trying to build up to this type of schedule where I'm just basically hitting the body like 3 times a week, but I'm doing like this lighter full body routine. Anyway, we'll see. We'll see where it goes. Just, this episode of pre workout chat is just some brainstorming. That's really what this episode was about. Brainstorming about what I can do to make up for the 1 week off that I had because I was sick with, most likely I was sick with COVID. That's what this episode has been about. And of course, like just dreaming about, activities that I can do. But yeah, that's all there is for this episode. I hope anybody who watched this, who stayed till the end, because I know this is about an hour. I hope I hope somebody was able to get something from this. I mostly do these videos where I'm doing these type of brainstorming so that, people have an idea of what this looks like when you're trying to, build up your own routine and stuff like that. This is what that brainstorming session looks like, where you're trying to like figure things out and make sure everything has some type of cohesion and harmony with the routine. That's why earlier in the video, originally you saw me with upper in the morning and lower in the afternoon. But the reason why I had to switch is because the lower body takes a little bit longer to recover than that upper body. And that's only because to stimulate the upper body, you have to put in more work than you would with the lower body. So you have to lift heavier weights and stuff to get the lower body to activate more than compared to the upper body, because you walk, and so since your upper body is basically keeping you standing and stuff like that, then it takes a lot to break down those muscles. So that's why you have to give it a little bit longer to recover, and so that's why for that full body routine, instead of having a full body in the morning, I put that full body in the afternoon, and I put that lower body in the morning. That way I give it well over 48, like somewhere between 48 to 56 hours to recover, right? Yeah. 24, 48, 24, 48, 58. So by the time I do it at like 5 p.m., I'm almost giving my lower body like 52 hours to recover, like a little less than 52 hours to recover. Ideally, 36 hours should be optimum for recovery for the upper body. So yeah, it should be recovered enough by then. And so yeah, that's why we do these things. So when we think about stuff that we learned, right? When we applying how long it takes the body to recover from an exercise, and this is what it looks like when you're applying what you learned to your own routine. That's what it looks like. And then of course you caveat this with your own actual experience. Yeah, somebody says 36 hours is optimal for recovery, but maybe for you it takes about 46 hours, Or maybe for you, if you got like good genetics, it may only take you like 24 hours to recover. So everybody's different, you know. We only have like this base science that we can dip into, and the base science is there as a guideline, you know, not the rules. These are the guidelines. These are not the rules. So apply the guidelines and use it as a guide to help you figure out what works for you. Then you develop your own science that is relevant to you. Like for example, for your science, again, it might not take 36 hours for you to recover. For you, it only might take 24 hours to recover. That's your science for your body. Others, it might take them longer to recover. That's their science for their body. So that is what it is. I don't have anything else to say. I hope you got, again. I hope you guys got something from this. This has been another episode of Pre-Workout Chat, and remember, everybody, stay on the path.